Hello, we're back with another reaction, back with more House of the Dragon, back with more excitement, intrigue, death, Game of Thrones. I've been really having fun, filming more with my girlfriend. Life is good right now. We got more Game of Thrones on. I'm really excited. The title of this one is King of the Narrow Sea.
Oh, guys, I messed up. I messed up. Um, as you can tell by what I just said, I am about to watch episode 4 on this reaction. What I should have watched was episode 3. Episode 3 was what I was on. I had just watched episode 2. I should be watching episode 3. Instead, I decided to watch episode 4. By accident, whatever happened on HBO, for whatever reason, HBO gave me episode 4, and that's what I watched. You will notice on this episode, I'm a little bit confused about some of the stuff that goes on. I do apologize. I did watch episode 3. I did react to it. I am going to put that out soon. I'm putting this one out first because it's sort of the order which I watched it. I mean, I watched this one first, and then I watched episode 3. Episode 3 will come out soon, and then I'll skip to episode 5. I do apologize again. Thank you.
The Narrow Sea. In the last episode, right at the end, Daemon was talking to Lord Valyrian. The king dissed Lord Valyrian, said he didn't want his daughter, the little girl, which I understand, but he picked Alicent Hightower, who's not only his daughter's best friend, not only pretty young herself, not only from a house that doesn't have a lot of power, but is just the one choice that would absolutely piss off the most people. And that's what he did. He just decided, hi, I'm gonna make the most annoying decision and see what happens. And that's what he did. Other than that, Daemon's on Dragonstone, causing trouble. He's also at Driftmark, possibly causing trouble. The Crab King has been mentioned now 2 or 3 times. Hasn't done much yet, but I'm guessing he's going to become bigger and bigger. He's going to become a bigger threat, a bigger danger, and I have a feeling Daemon's going to try to go after him. I think that's going to be the progression. I think Daemon's going to try to do something. The Princess Rhaenyra, we haven't seen her reaction yet to her dad's choice of marrying her best friend. We saw her immediate reaction on her face, and it looked not good. She looked disappointed, hurt, sad. Now, the reality is for her, if the king has children with Alicent and they're boys, she's going to have all kinds of trouble with her claim. She's going to have a really hard time ascending the Iron Throne if he dies, if there are male heirs involved, which is going to make it very awkward because it's her best friend. It is her best friend. Her best friend is going to be her mother-in-law. Unbelievable. Otto Hightower got exactly what he wanted this whole time. He's been scheming and scheming and scheming. He wanted to see his daughter sit down. He wanted her to be queen, and he got, well, it looks like he's going to get what he wanted. And Kristen Cole got named to the Kingsguard. And he's, he was in episode 1. He was in episode 2. I could see him continuing on as, a main side character. We don't know a lot about him, but he seems pretty cool. So I'm excited once again. I'm excited for more Game of Thrones. I'm excited for more House of the Dragon. I really want to see what happens next. I'm ready to go. Back into Game of Thrones, baby. We're back. We're back into House of the Dragon. And then I didn't watch the intro last time. I was sad that I didn't because I noticed it was different. And I don't know why I skipped it. I think I'm so used to just, when I'm watching a lot of Game of Thrones, skipping it. And I just thought it would be the same old one. I don't know why I thought that, because obviously it's different. And it looks really, really cool. And they've kept the music, which I think was a really good decision. I think that's just a cool thing to do. Keep the old Game of Thrones music. That necklace was in the intro.
Tell me, Lord Dondarrion, Did you think my great-grandmother is beautiful as they say?
So this is the Dundarian keep. We've never seen this before. I've never seen...
My father. It's unseemly for him to put himself forward as a contender.
She's
for my
looking
hand.
for Oh.
Next.
She needs a husband. Interesting.
And now a child.
The Blackwoods are an...
Blackwoods and the Brackens.
Your day shall be easy, and night safe, under my protection.
Protection? The princess has a dragon, you dumb cunt. Craven.
We're leaving. Ridiculous pageant.
Oh my god. That little kid just... He was talking shit. He found out.
How do you think he would take it?
Do you speak of how you rejected every suitor his grace put before you, or how you abruptly ended the tour with 2 months remaining?
2 months remaining. So he sent her on what I'm guessing is, what, like a 3-4 month tour around Westeros to find a husband. And she cut it short and went home. That looked like Daemon's... Maybe not. I thought that looked like Daemon's dragon. But there has been a bit of a time jump here. A couple months at least. And I'm guessing this is the first time he's seen his daughter in a couple months. Or at least a while. So. He looks a little older. They look like they aged him a little bit. Big D. Big D. With a crown on his head. What crown is that? He looks a little different too.
Add it to the chair.
You wear a crown. Do you also call yourself king?
Once we smash the Triarchy, they name me King of the Narrow Sea.
Okay, so he went out, beat the Triarchy, and he took the Stepstones.
The tides, the crabs, and 2,000 dead Triarchy corsairs.
He did good. Daemon did good. Give him some respect. All right. Daemon's back in the good graces. I bet Otto's pretty mad about that. Otto cannot be happy about that. They clearly do not like each other.
This is our charter. Daemon.
I kind of wish we would have seen a little bit of that battling.
Congratulations on your victory.
Oh, they're a little cold to her. And they're not talking.
I'd like to see them.
Oh, well, then you should not deprive yourself.
Wow. They all of a sudden within an episode, they've gotten really cold to her. She's on the out. She is absolutely, the princess is on the out of this. Somehow, I don't understand. I guess that's unexpected. I didn't think that's how it was going to go. I thought the king was going to be nervous that she would be angry about him marrying Alicent, but...
I like to believe I'm still the Lady Alicent, but all anyone sees when they look at me now is the Queen.
I mean, I think she wanted that, though. I think she... Well, I don't think she fell in love with the king. That's the thing. I think a big part of it was her father. A big part of it was Otto pushing her. But I think she did want the power and the queenship, all of that. I think she wanted it, so...
You've matured yourself these last 4 years, Princess.
4 years?
You'll get used to the attention.
There was a 4-year time gap between this episode and the last episode? Did I miss an episode? Why? Whoa, wait. So she has a baby. She's had a baby with the king already. Well, it's been 4 years, so it's not already. She doesn't look like a very happy mother. A lot has happened between episode 2 and episode 3 off screen. A lot. Is this a secret tunnel out of her chambers? And dirty clothes to wear, like a peasant. This is Daemon, I think. Yeah. It was Daemon. It was. I thought it would be. So he's gonna take her out into the city. Alright. Like a little adventure. Or a little date. I don't know why I get the feeling that Daemon has some ideas about her, which wouldn't be out of the Targaryen realm of Targaryenness for him to do.
He called me boy.
These people are having a good time. I like it. Alicent looks very unhappy. She does not enjoy being in this relationship, I don't think. I don't think she's having a good time.
But many of the small folk are like to believe that as a male, Aegon should be the heir.
So, and the baby's name is Aegon. Very interesting. Why does she look so sad? She looks so sad.
Pardon me, Your Grace. The king has requested your presence.
They don't sleep together.
The hour
Don't
is
sleep
quite
in the same
late.
bed, it looks like.
Yes, Your Grace.
What if he's requesting her for sex? Yeah, he did. He called her up just in the middle of the... Oh, and look at his body. Well, no wonder she's so unhappy, but... Wow. That is a dead look on her face. I don't like that at all. Well, I don't know, though. Do I feel bad for her? Yes, I do, but at the same time, it is what she wanted. In a way, I guess. It's what her father wanted. No, that's tough. But I hate that look on her face, that dead look. And then Daemon is just taking Rhaenyra to some pleasure house. Just some sex house. People are going to recognize her. Surely somebody will recognize her, and then it'll be out through the whole city. Oh, the princess, soon to be queen, was in this sex house with her uncle. And they're gonna kiss. Wow. Doesn't he notice her face? Can't he see her face?
Fucking who we want.
These guys are not gonna have sex here in front of everybody. That is unbelievable. That is unbelievable. And she's young still. What's he... Oh my goodness. What's he doing? What's he doing? And now he doesn't want to anymore. He got her all the way there. And she's kissing at him and he doesn't want to. Why? Because it's his nephew? Because it's... That was strange. And that boy knows who she is. What a strange scene. Very interesting. I wonder if they actually penetrated, you know. I wonder if they actually did it.
My helmet.
No, but she's in a bit of a playful mood here.
You finished?
I thought she'd be more upset that she got rejected. I'm impressed that she made it all the way up to her room again without getting seen or caught or whatever. What? She's just kissing everybody.
Stop.
He can't. He can't do that. He can't. Why is she trying to get him to do it? He'll die. They'll kill him. They will... He will hang if he has sex with her. Why is she tempting him? I don't understand. She cannot do that. She cannot. She's going to get rejected twice in the same night. By two people who she the least two people that she should be hooking up with. She should not be hooking up with either of these people. He's going to. He might actually do it. If anybody finds out that he did this, that she did it, they're both going to be in some serious doo-doo. But him mostly. They will literally, he will be dead. They will kill him. He's going to die for doing this. That's his white cloak. And when you take a white cloak, you make a vow of celibacy. You cannot, especially not the princess. That's the last person you can do it with. But he wants to. He's going to. Don't. Wow. She was feeling some type of way from that trip with Daemon. It got her going. And now she's going to make a big mistake, I think. I think this is a mistake. This is definitely a mistake. What am I talking about? This is a huge mistake. I'm also glad they're not showing me the parts and stuff. They're not showing as much as they normally would. This reminds me of the Arya scene. That Arya sex scene that I didn't want to see it. Now, Arya was a little bit different because, she grew up with us, you know. That was a bad move.
The late hour, my lord.
What is it?
A messenger brings word from the White Worm.
Yes, and this kid saw her, so Otto's gonna know. Otto's gonna know she was out in the city at a pleasure house. Sex house. With Daemon, maybe. There's Daemon. He got drunk. And he's back with this girl. Interesting.
That was once yours.
Once, so he broke up with her.
I learned that the skin trade could only take me so far in this life.
She's the White Worm. Interesting. So she's the one getting information for Otto. So she has a network of spies. She's a spy master. I'm glad Daemon didn't do it. He pulled back. But what did that kid tell Otto? What does Otto know? Does she know she was in the sex house? Does he know that Daemon was with her? What is he going to tell the king? You know, we're about to find out right now. At least he doesn't know about that Kingsguard.
I'm afraid it concerns the princess, my king.
He could always keep his mouth shut, I will say. Otto could keep his friggin' mouth shut.
I had considered saying nothing, but...
What has she done?
He would have never said nothing. He was always going to say something.
The princess was spied last evening, beyond the walls of the keep, in a pleasure house.
What of it?
What of it? He didn't care that she was in a pleasure house.
What behaviors?
Daemon and Rhaenyra were seen together in the bowels of a pleasure den, coupling.
She's listening. So Alicent just heard.
This is a lie. You have been lied to.
The king doesn't believe it. Probably for the good.
Who is responsible for this gossip? Have this rumor monger brought before me at once, and I will take their eyes.
Yeah, he's not going to believe it.
You're so sick with ambition that you would have my daughter stalked, awaiting your best chance to destroy her reputation.
Interesting. The king's turned it around on him.
Do you wish to have your blood on the Iron Throne so badly that you are willing to destroy mine own?
He shouldn't have said anything.
Leave me. Once.
He shouldn't have said anything, but now he's going to try to get proof. Now he needs proof. And what he's going to do is have a maester check and see if she's a maiden. And if she's not, then the king kind of has to go, what? And Alicent heard that whole thing. I hope the king's not mad at her, too. He might be. Yeah. Well, if they search her room, they're going to find the clothes. And they're going to find that she's not a maiden.
What happened last night?
What do you mean?
My father has made some worrying allegations about you.
Yeah.
That you fucked Damon in a pleasure house.
Put it out there.
This is a vile accusation.
She's going to play it just like the king played it.
Your Grace, sister, you must know I would never. You cannot believe such gossip.
Yeah. Except Rhaenyra's going to lie now, which I really don't like.
So you are accusing me of slanders? You overheard?
Which she did do.
We drank in a tavern. You took me to a show. I was only a spectator. I didn't do anything.
She's lying really, really hard. She's lying hard.
And then Damon sank into his cups and abandoned me for some whore.
That's such a good... She's a good liar. Just a little bit of truth. Enough truth and enough things that Alicent can believe.
Damon never touched me. I swear this to you, upon the memory of my mother.
It was foolish of you to place yourself in a position where your virtue could even come into question.
Okay, so Rhaenyra can lie. Rhaenyra can just lie like that. On the memory of her mother, she'll lie. Okay.
The king demands an audience, my friend.
Then now let's see if Daemon's story is the same. Let's see if Daemon knows how to lie as well. Rhaenyra is... I don't like Rhaenyra as much right now. She, in this episode, has really turned me... First, it was going out with Daemon. Second, it was doing that with Criston Cole when she knew he's a Kingsguard and he would be in so much trouble if anybody found out. And then she lied to Alicent, which she had to do, but...
You defiled her.
Oh! So the king does believe it, he just doesn't want to admit it.
Your niece.
Rhaenyra's a woman grown. Better her first experience would be with me than some whore.
He's admitting to it.
Wed her to me. I want Rhaenyra. I'll take her as she is and wed her in the tradition of our house.
Wow.
Of course. It's not my daughter you lust for, is it?
It's the crown. It's the throne.
Go back to the Vale, Damon. As long as you are gone from my side for good.
Wow. And he admitted it, so the king knows. So Rhaenyra can't lie to him. He knows.
Rather.
Those are interesting scars on Daemon. I wonder if those are burns. They look like burns. Oh, a lot has happened in this episode so far. Oh my god.
It is not in Rhaenyra's nature to be deceitful. I cannot say the same for your brother.
Wow. Okay. So now he's gonna think that Daemon lied and Rhaenyra was telling the truth when it was the opposite.
She swore to me that she remains a maiden. And I believe her.
Have her checked. Well, it's a good thing she lied so hard because it's actually worked. It actually worked in her favor. These characters are they're working very hard for me not to like them. All of them. All of the characters are just trying their best to be less likable than they were previously. And if she gets checked and she's not a maiden, at least Cole won't be in so much trouble. They might not find out about him.
That dagger once belonged to Aegon the Conqueror.
Oh, maybe that's not the dagger that stabs the Night King.
From my blood come the prince that was promised. And his will be the song of ice and fire.
What?
Responsibility I have handed to you.
That's gotta be the dagger that stabs the Night King. Oh my god. So, that was the blade of Azor Ahai. But that's not Lightbringer.
You've yet to ask me for the truth of what happened.
The truth does not matter, Rhaenyra.
That is so cool. I'm a little confused, though.
Your courtship is at an end. You will wed Selena Velaryon, and you will do so without protest.
Yeah, the son of the Sea Snake.
So I can be a remedy for your political headaches.
Yes.
You are my political headache.
And what will you do about the vulture who perches upon your throne?
What vulture?
Talking about Aegon or
Your hand.
Daemon? Otto, she's talking about.
He wants Aegon to be named heir.
Yeah.
And he will stop at nothing to see it done.
And now she's going after him. That is unbelievable.
I will do my duty as heir.
Yeah.
And with Sir Laenor.
But you must first do yours as king.
To get rid of Otto Hightower? But that's her best friend's dad. And he was the one who told the truth. And then you had to lie your way out of it.
Your Grace.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like him. Otto.
I wonder, how long did it take you to choose yourself over your king?
I don't think this is fair. It is true.
But Alicent, she took me through the worst of my grief. She was a calculated distraction.
Yeah, she was.
I realize how well calculated it was.
Yeah. Okay, true.
Queen loves you, as I know you love her.
I don't think she does love him. Wow. The king's made up his mind. He was always going to do it.
The crown and the realm both owe you a debt that can never be repaid. But I can no longer trust your judgment.
And it was Rhaenyra. It was Rhaenyra who got him out. And if Alicent finds out that it was Rhaenyra's idea, and she might just know it, they're never going to be friends again. They're never... Wow.
I hope you can forgive the late hour, Princess.
Moon tea. That's to stop her from getting pregnant.
Tea, Princess. It will rid you of any unwanted consequences.
I'm sorry, but you put yourself in that situation. That's the end of the episode? That was the quickest hour of my entire life. I don't know how to feel about that episode. I went from really liking Rhaenyra to not really liking her. I went from really liking Daemon to still feeling the same way about Daemon. I went from not liking Otto Hightower to feeling bad for Otto Hightower. Even though, it is clear that, he pushed his daughter into... He pushed his daughter into marrying the king. That was true. He's schemy, and he's been scheming and spying, and that's all true. But I don't know. And the time jump at the beginning of the episode, a 4-year time jump to start the episode, and then things just go nuts. Things go absolutely nuts. I think I was just surprised over and over again by the things that were happening. And now Rhaenyra is gonna marry the son of the sea snake Velaryon, which is a good match for her, all things considered. It was the match that was meant for the king that he ended up, not wanting. So there's probably gonna be bad blood between her and that family. So you're joining two houses that probably don't really like each other, that I know don't like each other. Daemon's back off to the Vale. He did one good thing, got back into court, everything was good, and then he messed that up. His old lover is now a spy master, and I'm sure she's going to be back in the picture at some point. Rhaenyra and Criston Cole, or Cole, the Kingsguard, had a night together, which, if anybody finds out, it'll ruin both of them. Maybe not Rhaenyra, maybe she can get out of it, but definitely that Kingsguard. I have a feeling it's not going to be the last time it happens. I don't know why I think that, but I just have a feeling. Daemon wants to marry Rhaenyra, but the king's not having it. And then Allison is totally unhappy with her marriage. She's totally unhappy with her life. She just looks miserable. She looks lonely. She has a baby she doesn't look very connected to. The baby's a male, which now makes him a contender for the heir. The baby's name is Aegon, which, you know, that's an important name. That's Aegon the Conqueror. And that bit with the dagger. And I really, for whatever reason, I think that dagger looks a little bit different. I still don't know if that's the same dagger that Arya used to kill the Night King, but I remember in the books, the dagger had been part of the Mad King's armory, I think. And Robert was just kind of gave it away, didn't really care about it. It made its way to Tyrion, who lost a betting on his brother Jaime, lost it to Littlefinger, and then Littlefinger planted it on the cut purse that tried to kill Bran in episode 2 of Game of Thrones. And that dagger was not only a big part of the reason why that whole conflict in the beginning of Game of Thrones between the Lannisters and the Starks even started, because everybody thought it was Tyrion's dagger, and that's the reason why Catelyn took Tyrion prisoner, which started the whole war. Not only was that dagger influential in that way, but if it's the same dagger, then it was the weapon that was used to kill the Night King. So having those words inscribed upon it, and having the same words that are connected to Lightbringer, which was the sword of Azor Ahai, the sword of the prince that was promised. It's all very interesting and kind of confusing. If you can help me out in the comments, I will read them. If you can let me know what's actually going on with that situation, I would love to know, because I am a little bit confused about all that. Massive episode. I'm interested to see what happens next. There's just a lot going on right now. Like I said, that was the quickest episode of TV that I've watched in a long time. That went really quickly. I enjoyed watching it with you. Can't wait till the next one. Have a good rest of your day. Have a good rest of your night. Like and subscribe. It means a lot to me. And thank you very much.